fire, yo. And speaking of perspective, right? So before we really jump into the episode like we normally do, I want to give you all some perspective. I want to give the world some perspective, the listeners and the viewers, okay? I need to shout out Fanbase. Can I do that?
You could do that.
Can I do that? Okay.
You could do that.
I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to dive into episode 8 because there's some really good gems and nuggets that we want to give you guys. Mm-hmm. But Fanbase, what's good? Fanbase family. Yo, okay, so for those who don't know, Fanbase is a Black-owned social media disruptor and enhanced social audio experience, all right? The hybrid of TikTok, Instagram, and Clubhouse was founded by Isaac Hayes III, the son of the late great Isaac Hayes. His pivot into the tech industry has launched an unprecedented adoption of monetization, with the majority of creation tools in our main go-to apps all rolled into one platform.
We love it over here.
Yo, so we can basically get paid for all of our content. Reels, pics, videos, even rooms that we host give us the option to put up paywalls for people to enter. And of course, subscriptions are live. If you haven't downloaded Fanbase, click the link below or go to samwalkerinspo.com/affiliates and see the new wave being adopted by all the creators. 500,000 users and counting. Yo, Fanbase is where it's at. All right. And shout out to you, Isaac, because I know if Pop was alive, he would be raving all about you and your accomplishments, right? Pivoting from music into the tech space, merging the cultures with a touch of taste. We're truly witnessing the second coming of greatness, and this culture needs this shift. Shout out to Fanbase. That is not a paid ad. That is not a sponsored ad. We are investors of the platform. We thoroughly enjoy it, and we have shifted over to Fanbase for sure.
And like I said, we love it.
Yeah.
I will be honest. I still need to get my feet a little bit more wet in the Fanbase pool, but Samuel has dived into the 12-foot, and so he is all the way
it's
in
some
it.
really dope conversations that happen in there, man. I don't ever leave a room without learning something amazing, learning something beneficial and progressive. Yo, I mean, it's the next big thing. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's just listening to the rooms that he goes in, because sometimes I gotta be honest, if we're in here and it's just us talking, I feel a little weird going into the room and he's in the room and we're sitting right next to each other. Right. So sometimes, I can participate and not be signed into my own account, but be participating from his account. So sometimes that's why I'm just like, well, I mean, I'll just listen from where you are.
But
and
I big you up in every
works.
room though, so
yeah.
it don't even,
Thank you.
Yeah, but man, yo, what Isaac is doing is top notch. Man.
It really is. It really is. He's so transparent about what's going on with the platform, how the business is running, the ups, the downs, everything. He doesn't hold back that information. He's not gatekeeping anything, which that's like a new buzzword these days. Yeah. He's not gatekeeping anything. He's sharing everything that Fanbase steps that they take that are growing the platform. So if you haven't checked it out, there is a mobile version, obviously, for the app. There's also a desktop version. So you can go to it from your laptop, from your desktop, and still have the same amazing experience.
Lit, and lit. For sure. Download Fanbase today. Yo, so okay, jumping back into episode 8.
Yes.
Yo, episode 8. Love.
We in there.
Episode 8. Consistency.
We in there.
Consistency, man. So, hey, we were talking about Isaac, right, just now, and how his pivot from music into tech. Okay. And it's funny because he talked about this in one of the rooms, but we're going to use it as a segue into our conversation today, where we place people who are super successful in a certain area in a box, as if they can't step out of that box and be successful somewhere else. Right?
Okay, I can see what you're saying.
Professional NBA players should not be going out trying for tennis or soccer.
Right.
A musician, a music artist should not be pivoting fully into acting full time. We want you where we found you, right? And I think that's crazy that it's our community that does that the most, for sure, because we keep it
really
all the way a
does.
buck on the Can I Talk My Shit podcast, right? It's a fact. That's what we do, right? There's few far in between where there are times where we allow, I guess, the person that we're fans of to kind of go ahead and migrate into a different area, let alone let them be successful and us be proud of them, right?
Yeah.
So I use that as a segue to say, with that being said, right, how do we stop placing people in boxes that we tend to hold them in, and how do we instead see them for who they are now, today? The new reference point.
The new reference point. It's such a good question. It's such a layered question because, you know,